Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Friday, October 14th, 2016. I'm astrologer Dave Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, tonight I am doing my spiritual dance music to go into this full moon ceremony. We are at the full moon this weekend, and I'm going to be doing an awesome ceremony. Join me on my Facebook Live. So go to David Lawrence Palmer on Facebook or the Leo King like page and make sure that you join it. And of course, I will send out an alert. But before we take a look at all the planets, let's take a look at the Leo King's planet energy meter to understand where all the energy is for your Friday. And I'm sending you lots of great energy. I am sending you lots of love and light. And I'm hoping that you have an awesome and amazing and spectacular, excellent Friday. And I'm putting that energy meter back at that extreme position. Whoop, 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 whoop. That is because the moon comes into Aries today, a fire sign. It opposes all this Libra energy. We got Jupiter and Mercury today, which are at the beginning parts of Libra, and we're at the beginning parts of this full moon in Aries. Now, the full moon is not exact until tomorrow, but we are in the full moon phase. I'm sure you'll see it tonight, and a lot of people will be like, look at the full moon, and you'll be smart and be like, oh, I watched the Leo King. I actually technically can get a little bit fuller, and that'll be tomorrow night. And now this one is extreme because of the fact that we have Uranus involved. And the sun is opposing Uranus. And this is Libra and Aries, and these two energies are very different. This is where Jupiter and the sun are hanging out, Mercury. The universe is really trying to have us find beauty and peace and tranquility, but at the same token, it also is being diplomatic. It is about fighting for what's fair. It is about, trying to make everything as perfect as possible. But Aries doesn't even care about perfection. It just cares about getting what it wants and going where it goes. And we do have Uranus here, so we are trying to understand how to get what we want in our life more. And I think this is difficult. There's a life we want, and there's a diplomatic way to do it. But it's not simple. There's conflicts involved. This is Mars in Capricorn, which is being squared, of course, by Mercury. And now the square officially ended yesterday, but during this full moon, it brings up the theme of speaking up harsh tones, saying what you have to say. There's also Mercury on approach to Pluto now. And so, you know what? Deeper feelings, deeper things, the true trail in life you want to go. It's hard. It's hard to look at things in relationships, especially as Venus is in detriment in Scorpio. And this is a Martian-ruled full moon coming. And we've got Mars in the middle of the square to Mercury. We've got, this is all Martian energy and masculine energy and ego energy. And how do we bring the beauty to the life we want without hurting people, without making people feel like they're left out or not fair? And unfortunately, I think what makes this full moon so difficult is, Uranus is teaching us the lesson of being strong, of always having to find courage. And people want to know, well, why is the astrology so hard? You can look at it in a million different ways. But Pluto and Uranus and Capricorn and Aries and cardinal signs are not easy. When you have Pluto and Capricorn, it's like you got to get to the bottom of hard lessons to do the hardest thing to get where you want to go in life. Then you got Uranus and Aries forcing you to find new ways and reinvent yourself and change the way your ego works in order to really define what you want in your life. And it's hard because Libra in Jupiter is trying to teach us now, oh gosh, well, we got to have relationships, we got to have peace, but there's a part of us that I think deep inside goes, well, I will only connect to what I really want. And if it's not mirroring myself correctly, I don't want it. And maybe you come up to this place this weekend and this Friday where you realize this is going to be the first time we really, I think, see a big moon oppose Jupiter, in Aries, like a big one. Like this one is like, wow, I really do have views of what I want in connection, but is it really identifying? This is a major relationship transit, by the way, coming up. Because Venus is at such a hard position, and even though there's so much Venus-ruled stuff and Mars-ruled stuff, it's almost like the Martian energy is overwhelming. And how do we deal with it? So we've got this weekend to still go through it, but I think that it's all come up. I think that there is no more suppression allowed, and that this Aries energy allows you to have the courage to do what you must do, to fight for what you must fight for, to bring your life in alignment the way you want it. And unfortunately, there might be some ego lessons for all of us, but there also might be some lessons of how to bring the peace in life. We've got to stick to what we really want, opposed to taking what we might not want all the way. Card of the day is the Hierophant card reverse. So definitely this is not a traditional style of day or road or going about things traditional. This full moon really is about us realizing that in order to be holy, we almost need to get to the holy place. It's like, sure, I believe in being holy anywhere, but you know, there's a part whenever you have Hierophant reversed, like you're having to do unconventional things to get to the promised land, and it's might feel like it's not aligned with God, because I think we can get caught up in the traditions of how God wants us to be. But sometimes we put ourselves in positions to actually get to that more beautiful and more spiritual place we want. We might be unconventional about how we have to get back there. Thanks so much for all your support and supporting me on the app. If you don't get the app, get it at theleokingapp.com. It's for your computer, Android, or iPhone. And you can get that at theleokingapp.com, and you can get these horoscopes every day. Thanks so much for all the support. I truly appreciate it, and I will see you on the weekend forecast if you got the app tomorrow.